Hey everyone, it's Jeannie here, and today I am just so honored to be joined by this incredible powerhouse. She's a Grammy Award-winning singer. She's an actress. She is just so talented and really a gift to us, the body of Christ. Tamela Mann has a new album, Overcomer.
Yes.
Tamela, thank you so much for joining me.
That's how the people.
Yes, I'm really excited because I am actually a fan of your music. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do these, and it's work. But for me, and especially listening to this album, I'm just like, man, so powerful, so incredible.
Wow.
Let's start there. Let's start there. I know it's the first time that you're kind of venturing into really fully songwriting and producing and stuff like that. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, this album came about, it's based off of a lot of things that I have been dealing with over the last 5 or 6 years, one would be my double knee surgery. Then I got on the journey of trying to health and wellness to work on that. And also with menopause. So doing all these things going through all these things over the last few years kind of just gave me a really true heart, another story, that's coming from me to just kind of help other women and other family members are having to deal with different things that I just talked about. Weight has been a journey for me for my whole life. And I just want to talk about just overcoming. It's like, it's day by day, but our basic line is to overcome. I mean, part of the journey is to overcome this part of the journey, and been praying and asking the Lord. Of course, it's a everyday task, that Lord, I need help. And if you could just help me, help myself do better. And, even with my relationship with him, but just being closer with the Lord. So that's kind of how Overcomer came about. Come about.
You look amazing, by the way.
I
wanted to share that. They sent me some press photos, and then watching the videos and just seeing you really look incredible. I know most of us went the opposite way after COVID, but you are doing amazing.
Well, I still have some COVID residue, so it's still coping and trying to, again, overcome some things with just with being with the lock-in, and everybody kind of just fell off of their regular routine. But I'm still working at it and just trying to encourage people as I go.
After listening to the album, I couldn't help but thank God for your sincerity. I think that's one of the things that's always really stood out to me. What I hear in Take Me to the King to what I hear in some of these songs now, it's the same genuine place. And I gotta be honest, when people sing for the Lord for so many years, sometimes that gets lost. That kind of pure sincerity, like that heart cry, like when you first get saved and you're on fire and it's like overflowing. I feel like your music has maintained that. Okay, where does that come from? That heart of true, like, crying out to God, even though you've been walking with him for so long.
I think it's for me, it comes from a place of not having an earthly father and not wanting to let my heavenly Father down. So it's like, the purity for me is to make him proud. Is to make him proud what he see me doing, because I do remember that the Lord see everything that we doing, and I just don't want to let him down. So that's a big part of it, is not letting him down. And I just thank him, and I constantly ask the Lord to keep the burn and the fire, just like I do for my relationship with my husband. It's been 33 years. I'm like, Lord, keep my eyes on you, keep my eyes on him, and to desire nobody else but him and you, which I know the Lord is my first love. And I kind of keep myself in that place of thinking like, I want to make him proud. Let's not let him down.
And it's powerful because I'm looking at you, and behind you, you have your awards and all this. You've had so much success, and the fact that you are still focused on that, to me, it makes the difference. And your music is a reflection of it. It's why it's impactful to us, I
Yeah.
believe.
They
Um,
they're in here, but I really don't. I thank God for them, but I really don't get caught up in that. I try not to, even when it comes to. I know we're an independent record company, and they tell me kind of what's like if something does hit number one or where we are. They tell me because I don't really watch the charts, and I even stop. I read some of my comments, but I never want to get caught up into that it's all about me. I want to keep the focus on that it's about the Lord and us reaching as many people as we can. You know, I'm not perfect in no way. I have flaws just like everybody else, but I just I really mean Jesus. I really mean to get the word out and to help people, you know, and to be able to touch, be tangible, to touch the people to touch me. Yes, there are days that I get tired like anybody else, you know, and I just, especially with this menopause thing, I'm like, Lord, please let this cup pass me because I don't want to snap at anybody during those days that you just don't feel like it. Let's just be honest. You just don't, but it, you know, I tell some women a lot of times, just like how we have our monthly and it's that time you kind of really crabby, but I have to look, David keeps me reminded, hey, you got to keep it together. But so I'm really working on that, on that aspect to not get caught up into me, that it's all about getting people to Jesus.
Love it. Your single Help Me is so powerful. And, you know, it's kind of linked to the last question, but help me to finish well. You know, it's like we all start off on fire, you know, it's all, we're burning hot for Jesus. And then it's,
That's
you know,
true.
life happens, like, you know, things happen, disappointments happen, prayers that you thought should have been answered don't get answered. All of that happens. What helps you to kind of stay on that course where you're just like, God, I'm still in this. I'm gonna continue to dedicate my life to you and hopefully finish well.
I think you exactly. I do want to finish well, and I want to stay focused, but it's just again, it's like in pleasing God, and it's like I came to the point that song came about of me realizing I was talking to the producer who worked with me, Phil Bryant, on the song, and I was just talking to him that I came to a place in my life that I needed to just ask simply, I need some help. I keep hitting stumbling blocks. I keep, you know, trying the same thing, but, you know, trying to very often do things my way. And I'm like, Lord, it's like a constant thing. Lord, I need you. I can't do it without you. It's like one song that's on the album Source. Lord, you're my source. You're my everything. I can't do anything without you. I cry out for help constantly because it's like a day-to-day thing. And I just really want to please God. I want to make it in. I want to hear him say, well done. Yeah. So I do really want to finish well. And I think it's okay for us to ask for help. A lot of times we run from that. You know, that's kind of like the video that we have out for Help Me. We show that I'm talking to a therapist. And then it leads into like the sanctuary, because we know where our help comes from, which comes from the Lord. But sometimes we need some earthly help. And I realized that. And, you know, me and David talk a lot together. I keep saying I'm going to go see me a therapist just to talk to somebody. Not that I'm in a bad place or anything, but just to have another outlet. And I think, you know, just to encourage people to have another outlet. Even myself.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because, I mean, first of all, we all want Priscilla Schreier to be our therapist. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask about that because I do think in my generation, we are pretty much open to it. I know in the generations before, and like for colored people, so I'm a Latina, and like, you know, I can't even get my dad to think like about therapy.
It is. It's like a no thing. You know, it's kind of shunned upon. You know, you crazy if you go see a therapist, and that's not true. You know, it's not at all. And that's funny that you say that because we always talk about it. It's like we run from it when actually that's what the Lord sent these people here to help us. And, you know, we ought to be helpers to one another. And if that's the case, that you need that mental help, because right now, especially with all the pandemic and us being locked down for so long, a lot of people within their four walls of their home kind of felt pressure, like extra pressure that, you know, out of the norm, you know, you just hear and all you see is just, you know, maybe your husband and your kids and you're not seeing anybody else. And I just think it's a good time for us to cry out to God to help us through this thing and help us through our day-to-day life.
Yeah, and we have each other for a reason, right? We would have
all
been placed in a separate planet if that was the case.
right.
So I love the collaboration with Wyclef Jean and Kurt Franklin. My husband's from the islands, so I love the island vibe. But I personally loved the fact that you hear Wyclef kind of sharing his testimony.
In the beginning.
Yes, I was like, yes, you know, I'm sure he's shared it, but I wouldn't have known.
Right. And
how's that for you?
Another, I mean, that's another, because when we were talking, I was like, I had no idea that his father was a minister and him growing up, you know, in church. But so many of us, even artists that are R&B and other genres of music, the majority of us started in church. Yeah. You know, it's like that's our foundation. And for him to be able to share that and let people know that, and for me to be able to help spread the word that, yes, I may do, you know, rap and do R&B, but I still know the Savior. I still know, again, where my help comes from. You know, and my go-to. And when I heard him was talking about Moses and Aaron, I was like, yeah.
He was preaching on your song. That's amazing. I love it.
It was amazing. You know, we collaborated since, you know, the COVID thing from afar. We just talked on the phone, but I was in the studio with Kirk, and I'll tell you this story. And I was like, Kirk, I want to do a Caribbean song. I say, you know, when I do go to the islands, I said, I've never did anything like that besides with him, with Kirk. And I was like, I really want to do one. And we were working on one of the other songs that's on the album. And he was like, really? So time passed. We kept working because we just talking. A few days later, he had an interview with Wyclef. Wyclef played a clip of the chorus. And he was like, man, I need that song. And he was like, what? He said, I need that song for my sister, Tamela Mann. You know her? He was like, yes, I know her.
Wow.
And he was like, we need to do this. So he called me. He said, Tam, I think I got the song for you. You wanted to do it. I was like, the Lord heard me put that out there in the air.
Right.
And he just manifested that thing like that. And it was incredible. And I was just, you know, when I got the little demo, I was walking, you know, doing my walk, and I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, this is really fun. So I just wanted to do something fun. And just the idea, Jeannie, of us waking up every morning, we say good morning to everybody. But do we wake up and say, hello, Lord, thank you for this day? It's just kind of like a breath, fresh air, just a breath, you know, fresh air, just to just greet him and just give him thanks, you know, right away. So that's kind of,
and it's a jam.
Where that came from.
It's a jam. People are going to love it. Yes, people are going to love it.
You think they're going to love it?
I do. I really do.
I really, because I know it's different for me. Because people are always looking for me to do a ballad. And I'm like, I got to give something else. You know, I can't do a whole concert with slow music. I say either people going to be crying the whole time or sleep.
Well, I love it. It's great. And you have a couple of bangers on the album. I mean, even Overcomer. Yeah.
Ooh,
that song is great too. Well, let me ask you this. What is your personal baby right now? I know it's so hard. It's so hard to choose. But what's one that you really like has ministered to you in a way, or you feel like God has given you for the season that we've just been through and you want others?
I'm so happy, Jeannie, about this body of work, to be able to collaborate on the majority of the songs I wrote on, or you know, was the inspiration, gave the inspiration behind the song. Help Me is one of my favorite. My other favorite, I don't know if you got to hear it, it's called He Did It For Me. Mm-hmm. He Did It For Me is a place where I had did an interview, and then I got word back of why is she getting, how is it that she can get this, this different amounts of work, and how's all these things happening for her? And I really, really, it pricked my heart so bad. I'm like, I really work hard. Right. We work hard, to be a small company and to keep this thing afloat, keep my family going, and other people that we employ. And I was like, it's not me, it's God. God has done this for us. He's provided for us. I say, by me being faithful unto him, and God has been faithful to us. And because even like when we home, I try to make sure that I go to Bible study, to put my time in when I'm not on the road. I go to service. I'm not just one of the ones, if I'm home, I'll be involved in my church to help things come together when they need it. And, it's just not about money, because sometimes it's about our hands, putting our hands to work. A lot of times we think when pastors asking for help, he's just always asking for finances, but they need somebody to come up there and clean up. They need somebody to come help pull things together, just extra hands. Right. And he did it for me. Is when I hear it, it makes me cry. It makes me really cry, because it says now the gifts I have, I may not deserve it, but he chose me. Wow. He chose me. So I have no, but I believe he chooses who he wants. The Lord chooses. Yeah. He gives us the choice to choose him. But I just thank God for the favor that he's placed upon my life. And again, I just want to represent him well. I want to represent him well, and I want him to say, well done. When my time is up, I don't want to do all this and all this be in vain. And I want, I want to reach the masses for him, not for my name to be cried out, but for his name to be cried. Okay. And for his name to be cried out, and for his name to be praised, because God is faithful. He's so faithful to us, and I want him, like, Lord, to help me overcome, to stay focused, finish. I have a couple of songs on here. One is Finished Work. One is Finished, that he's begun a great work in me. And I do want to finish and complete this work. Whew.
You know what, Tamela, that is why, people can ask all they want, why, but your heart posture towards God. I told you I was a fan before, just based off of your music and what I've seen of you, but talking with you and hearing you is sobering. It's so beautiful, because I know that it's legit, it's real for you. And that's why God honors it. And I'm so grateful. Not only are you extremely talented, yes, but your heart is just so beautiful towards our God. And it's refreshing. I love it.
He led me to give me a cup of tissues. Oh my God, I didn't, but I just, I just pray that the word gets out and people realize that we do need a touch from the Lord. Yeah. We do realize that he is our source. Yeah. It's going to take him to help us finish. We can't do this alone, and that he is the superhero. Yeah. Bottom line, he is the superhero that we need. I know a lot of times our world right now, we're in a place where people are looking, like the scripture says, becoming lovers of our own selves. Yeah. And we're forgetting the mark, which is keeping our eyes on him. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be able to put people's eyes back on God. Not, like I said, not their eyes be on me, but your eyes and your ears are tuned in to what thus said the Lord, and what is his desire for our lives, and for our steps to be ordered by him. So that's my focus, my goal until I die. And I just, again, want to make the Lord proud. And I'm grateful that he chose. I'm so grateful that God chose me. I really am. It's just crazy, but okay. I gotta call you back. I hit my button. I didn't mean to answer. I'm doing the interview. I'll call you back. But but I am, and to just be able to overcome. Look, I'm just snotting on y'all. Thanks. Sorry, guys, but that's kind of where I am, and
Beautiful.
that the Lord is our. We talk about Him being our healer. These are the names of the songs that we're dealing with. That He is the I am. He's the great I am. Yeah. So we're talking about that. But I'm happy about all these songs. I mean, you pulled it out of me.
They are great. They're so great. And I was gonna say, you said you want to put people's focus on the Lord, but there's something special that you do as well, and it's the anointing on your life for sure. But not only do you set our focus on God, like you have a way in the way you communicate to put our heart, like there's a heart thing that happens. It's not just a mental thing that happens. When we listen to good Christian music or gospel music, we can understand and listen to the words and not, our knowledge gets it. But no, God has gifted you in a way that pulls our heart towards Him. And I think that that's why it's so powerful. I think that's even why the weight that you feel, the way you feel it, because what you're doing is important for this world. Is there anything else you want to add? Or
I just want to remember and thank everybody for the Tamela Mann collection. August 6th is we dropping. You can pre-order now. The album drops August 6th. Tamela Mann collection, we're sizes from 12 to 32. It's comfortable clothes for any everyday woman. And I'm really excited about that. The people have really been a great support. And for the ones who haven't tried it, y'all try it. I'm all about the quality. Want good quality for us thick girls. Want us to be cute too. And the album, I got a couple of movies coming out this fall. One with Tyler Perry, Madea's Homecoming, is going to be on Netflix. Then I have another Christmas movie coming out on BET. It's called Soul Santa, and me and David are starring in that, and that's going to be. It's a different. It's really, really cute, and it's not so much funny, but it's like a seriousness that you get to see from us. So we showing you another side of it. So I'm excited about all of that, and I just want to thank everybody for the support that they've given. Y'all can follow us at David and Tamela. You go to our YouTube channel because we have some family content on there for the family, Man TV. So please check that out. And that's all. I think that's it.
Look, that's so much. Well, thank you so much. Continue to be an inspiration to us, not only as somebody who uses their gifts for God, but as a wife, as a woman, as a mom. Just, God is so good, and I'm grateful that He chose to use somebody with your heart posture to be in this position. I appreciate
thank you so much. And I'm a granny. Look.
And a grandma. I can't believe that. You don't look like no grandma.
I'm a granny of like 10.
That's amazing. Well, you are an inspiration all around, and I thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I hope I didn't.
Anytime.
I hope I didn't mess up. I love you guys.